welcome to our channel, Just Whateva. What
or whatever.
Whatever. Today we will be doing a story time about our experience at Sik K's concert in Dallas earlier in April.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
What was it, on the 9th?
Yeah,
it was the 9th.
Oh, okay.
Because yesterday made it a month since we went to his concert. But yeah, today we're gonna talk to you about our experience there.
Yes,
it was lit.
It was dope. It was dope.
So, for those of you who do not know who Sik K is, he is a Korean hip hop artist who's been a favorite of mine for ever since I started listening to Korean music. So, when did you start listening to him?
I started listening to him maybe not a lot. Like, I would hear his music because my friends would play his music, like when we were in the car and stuff. And I know Danielle showed me maybe 1 or 2 videos by him. And then, yeah, that might be about all. Like, that's how I knew of him. So when Danielle was like, hey, I'm going to this concert, I needed to take some days off. So I was like, I'm down to go. And so, that's how I decided to go. I mean, I enjoyed his music when I did hear it. So,
yeah, when I found out about his first world tour, I was so excited. I was like, I have to get a ticket and I have to get those days off. I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I was able to go. So,
yeah.
Where do we start?
Well, let's start how we got there. Okay, so we stay in Tennessee, and we basically drove to Dallas. It was me, Marcretia, and Danielle. And so we drove. It was like an 8-hour drive. We left around midnight. And Danielle took the first shift. I don't drive at night, so Marcretia took the second shift, and then Danielle drove us into Dallas. But that night was kind of crazy because I remember from that night is basically trying to stay up with her for her to drive, and every time I woke up, when I would nod off, I just felt the car swerve, or I would see us doing 45 in the fast lane, and I would be like, girl, if you don't get over.
That is not true. First of all, when I did not do 45.
You did,
and when I did go a little bit underneath the speed limit, because the streets were really foggy and there were a whole bunch of trucks around me.
Not only that, she took her glasses off to start driving. I was scared. I was scared for my life.
I don't need to have my glasses on when I'm driving. These are optional. These are not mandatory, not a requirement. Unlike some people.
Okay, that's fine. I know I need my glasses when I drive. But other than that, like, we got there safely. The Airbnb was nice, and then we took a nap. Like, we got there maybe around 8 a.m. And then we took a nap. And then we all got up. It was weird because, like, I got up first. I took my shower, put my clothes on.
She was the first one asleep, though.
Yeah. I went to bed first, and I got up first. And then Marcretia woke up, and then Danielle woke up. And then after we were all dressed and ready to go, we decided, we was like, hey, let's go get our wristbands and stuff, and then leave to go get something to eat, and then come back. Did that happen?
No, it did not happen. So when we got there, there were people already, waiting outside, lined up for the wristbands.
Yeah.
Because it turns out they haven't been giving out the wristbands just yet, so people were just in line. So we went ahead and got in line, thinking that we were going to get our wristbands, but it took them forever because initially they were supposed to start giving them out around what time?
What, 2 or 3?
2 o'clock. It was past 2 o'clock.
We didn't get those.
We didn't get those until it was close to concert time.
Yeah, it's close to doors open.
We did not even get a chance to go, and leave and sit and eat, and find a spot to eat at where we wanted to.
No,
we had to wait in line. Because we wanted to. At that point, there was no point in leaving, Cause
we also had VIP tickets too. So that was great because if we had got there later, we wouldn't have been as close to the stage as we was. But so
we did get something to eat. Danielle and I went and got something for the 3 of us.
I stayed in line
at some other spot. The food wasn't really that great though.
I battled,
but it was enough.
And they got lost
from passing out.
They got lost on the way to go get food and on the way back. Surprisingly.
To be fair, the first time was not my fault.
But the second time was.
Yeah, it was.
And it's so funny because when y'all was about to walk away to go get food, the restaurant was like 2 minutes away from the venue. So when they left, I was like, okay, don't get lost. Then they come back and they're like, okay, we got lost like 2 times. And I'm like, what? It's only 2 minutes away from the venue. But the food was. I don't like people watching me eat, so I didn't enjoy.
People were definitely watching us eat, and it's like, so I see you out of my peripheral vision. It's like every time I go to take a bite, it's already kind of messy because you got beans and all that. It's greasy.
We got a quesadilla, by the way.
Yeah, quesadilla. So like people just watching you eat, and I was just like,
and then I feel
the food
bad.
Wasn't that great. So at one point, I was just like over it.
I feel bad if somebody is hungry and they looking at me eat, and it's like, don't look at me. But everywhere I turn, it's eyes everywhere.
Man,
so I was
if
just
they were hungry, they could have did the same thing we did. It ain't like the line was moving anytime soon. The line didn't move until what time?
Maybe an hour before. Nah, it moved when the doors were supposed to open. No, not even that. It was late for the doors to open. Yeah. And so once the doors opened, we
went in and got us some drinks. I got like a Long Island iced tea.
No, not yet. You skipping part.
Oh, that's true. So we actually had to line up to take our group photos with Sik K and the guest artists who were there. The 2 guest artists that were there were Woody Gochild and
DJ Summit.
His DJ.
DJ Summit.
Sik K's DJ Summit.
Yeah, that's his name.
And there was another guest who popped up later on, but we'll let you know later.
Yeah.
Later.
And so it was 6 people per photo. And so it was 3 of us together, so we had to find somebody who was by themselves.
She made it her mission.
And we had to
take a picture by Woody Gochild. She made it her personal mission.
We're not even there yet. So it was 6 people per photo. And so it was 2 people next to us that agreed to take the photo with us. And then it was 1 person who was there by herself. All 3 of these people were really nice. And they decided to take a photo with us. So once we go into the venue, the line is actually moving pretty fast. and then, okay, so what happened was Danielle loved Sik K, so she was nervous. And I was like, you need to make sure you get a picture by him. Like, you need to make sure that you stand by him. Which is great because she ended up squatting down, exactly in front of him.
We'll show you the picture.
But first we got to show you the cute pictures that we took outside the venue before we got all hot and sweaty. Because we did get hot and sweaty. Anyway, so she squat down in front of him. And I'm like, I'm going to take a photo by Woody. That's the only place I want to go is by Woody. Mind you, I feel terrible because I did not know who he was before this concert. I apologize. I'm a huge fan now.
So.
Yeah, and so, and so the photographer was like, "Hey, okay, it's time for us to take our photos." So before we take our photos, me and Marcretia made sure that we shook hands with everybody. So it was Woody, Sik K, DJ Summit. Yeah. So it was like, okay, hey, you know.
Yeah, and as I make my way to go shake people's hand, here she come, all in my arm way. So I'm like, I'm trying to shake his hand. I'm trying to shake the DJ's hand, and here she is. Excuse me. So as I'm doing that, Sik K is like, try to shake my hand. He's like this. He's like this, doing this to me. And I'm like, stop playing. Let me shake his hand. And let us get this picture.
Yeah. And so what happened was, after I shook, because I was the last one, so after I shook DJ Summit's hand the first time, that's the second time, because we shook their hands 2 times. I'm not sure if we were supposed to do that, but
I don't know, but it happened.
Me and Marcretia shook their hands 2 times. So after DJ Summit, we had to, stand in our spot. So I'm running to get next to Woody.
She running.
I'm like, hey, let me get over here. So I'm trying to make sure that I look nice. By this time, my hair is puffed up, and my buns. It was bad to me. So I get there, and this is Woody. He see me making my way towards him. Hey. And I'm like, okay, so this is Woody, this is me. I stand next to him, and he's just like, hey, and then turn around, and he smiles. And by the time I'm like, why is he so hyped? I turn, click, the picture is over. And I'm like, what? You can tell by my face that I was not ready.
It came out okay. It wasn't a bad picture. It was
terrible.
It's presentable.
Nah, I showed my mama. She said, don't show nobody. But it's already out here. It's already out here in these streets. So.
Yeah. Somebody saw it.
Yeah.
Already.
So,
because it's on their Facebook page.
Yeah. So I was like, I hope, I didn't give him the wrong impression since I was rushing over there, but
I'm sure you didn't. Yeah.
He might have thought I was a super fan. I am now, but at that moment, I'm like,
yeah, she is now. But yeah, so fast forward, after we took the group pictures, we went and
we shook their hand again.
We shook their hands again. I was like, thank you, have a great show,
have a great show, thank you so much. I shook Woody hand again and Sik K hand again. They smiled at us. It was really nice. They smiled at everybody, but they were really nice. But the DJ, I did not shake his hand the second time, and I'm sorry, DJ Summit. I apologize, but the photographer was like, y'all need to keep on moving. So,
yeah. After we got our drinks, we went and got a spot over by the barricade. Was it the left-hand corner?
Yeah, we were on our left side, which would have made it his right side. Oh, it was...
Nothing.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we did get our drinks, and then we also got water. Make sure you drink water, people.
Stay hydrated at these concerts.
Y'all already know that's what I say almost after every reaction video.
It was
drink
water in there.
Oh, yes. It was hot outside, and it was hot in there. So, yeah, we got our water, and then we stood by the barricade. We also, the show didn't start maybe for another hour.
So we were
after
just
that.
out
so
talking.
We were just... I was leaning on
people we came in with.
Yeah, I was leaning on the barricade. I was tired. Ooh, I was tired. But then the lights go dim, and DJ Summit came and showed out. I was having a good time. My goal was to be energetic, but not too much so.
He was energetic.
And so he came on, and he over here playing music, and I'm just like,
and she's like, ooh, the DJ cute.
Ooh. Yes, I do think that DJ Summit was cute. All of them are attractive. But yeah,
DJ Summit did a really great job with the music.
He turned
getting people hyped before the show.
He turned, All I know is when he played Cardi B, it was a whole different. It was a whole.
I felt it. You had me.
I
no choice but to join you.
I went from this. I was like, yeah, to
had no choice. And you imagine that, and when it's already kind of like a tight space, and she doing all that by me, so I'm like this. To prevent myself from getting hit by her, I'm like, F it, I'll join you too.
It was a whole lot of pointing. It was a whole lot.
You can totally bend over a little bit. Woo! Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you. Always carry me. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you. Come on, Danielle. Look at the phone. Look at the phone. Look at the phone. Why are you making that face? I can't.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new chain. My bitch love doing cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot name. I can't vibe in the wetter rain. Rather go and buy pomade. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
And then the cameraman were like going around filming people as like they were getting hyped.
I hope they didn't catch me in my rat shit moment.
Who knows?
My rat shit came.
We'll never know until that, till that DVD drops. Hint, hire one. Hint.
Mega DVD. Okay, so then after that, Sik K came out and F the stage.
All the way. All the way. What song was it that he opened with? Do you know?
My mind is such a blur. I have it though.
후회하게 지는 만큼 Don't even remember how we were. Don't even remember. 너가 다칠지도 모르니까. 장소도 정해도 돼 맘대로. 내가 어떻게든 맞출 거니까 넌 걱정하지 말고. Cause that's the word. 질문이 많은 게 싫다면 I will do the question word. 누가 뭐라든지 할 일을 해야겠어 word. 정말 힘들게 감추진 않을 거야 애써 Texas My love is straight up 그녀들은 너의 나의 원해도 Yeah just pick up time 다 좋아 언제든 손을 잡을래 이번에는 Hey with a perfect time With a perfect time I'm the one 너의 전화기로 오늘도 구제줘 Hey, go! You're so bulletproof I'm like, let's do what we gotta do sing this shit Baby, I ain't going nowhere It's all day long Girl, I ain't going nowhere I'ma keep on loving you I ain't going nowhere 여기 있을 테니까 걱정하지 마 Okay. You can tell me you guys still following my whole thing. Damn hot. Texas is damn hot. It's first time here, damn hot, man. But
I'm not from here.
Steph's told me like it's like good weather, right?
It's hot. It's hot as hell.
Boxer? Tonight, are you gonna ride with me? Something drop it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 I can love you like forever. Yeah, yeah. My love is on forever. Yeah, yeah. I'm your one in and shit. You should act great, 'cause I don't like that. 'Cause I love you till the end. Love you till the end.
So after that,
He performed so many songs.
it was so many songs.
So many memorable
Okay.
moments, man. I got the one song I really wanted him to play was "Resting Party," and it's off his new album that he did this tour for. So all this time, on like every time he would come to our stage and like things would kind of die down, and he'd like be focusing on our section. I'm like, "Play "Resting Party," play "Resting Party." One time he heard me and he was like, "Nope, nope." I was like, "Dang," but it's okay because I enjoy the stuff.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Our friend Danielle was freaking out at some parts of the concert. In other parts of the concert, I was freaking out. I was yelling. It was a lot. It was a lot of yes. Now, I did not know all of his songs, but to be honest, I don't think that he noticed. I feel like when he did see me, because he saw me a few times, when he did see me, I feel like he thought that I knew what I was saying. So, you know, and then, what's that song? It was one song that I effing love you song. What's the name of that song? You don't know the name of the song? I don't know the name of the song. To be honest, I don't know the name, but I do remember that chorus. I have been loving you. I remember because I was yelling it. I have been loving you. And even he did for that song. He did send me a few hearts, which was great. And then he at the end of the song he squatted down in front of our section, and it was quiet. And then I yelled, "I effing love you!" Right? I'm not a huge cusser, but I was like, "I effing love you!" And then he shook his head at me because he heard me, and he was like, "You don't love me because DJ Summit."
Yeah, it
And
was
then-
after the song. It was like, you got too many numbers in your phone.
Mhm.
It was after that song, and then he was like, that's it.
I fucking love you! Okay, that's it. I love you!
Don't love me cause DJ Summit drop it. But always, always perfect. I can't feel about that good orange way. Girl, I don't know if they have you young check it now. 1, 2, 3, sing that. Love it. Perfect. I had to go back to the earth way. Girl, I don't know if they have you 1, 2, 3, let's go.
He transitioned to the other song.
Yeah.
That was
And
so
then
funny.
he gave a great show. And then he sung Vanessa.
He sung Vanessa.
Yeah, and
He sung-
I yelled, "Vanessa! Where you going, Vanessa? Where you going, Vanessa?"
Yeah, they-
Vanessa, where you going? Vanessa, where you going? Vanessa, where you
everybody looking for Vanessa.
Everybody was looking, "Vanessa, where are you, Vanessa?" It was great.
Uh-huh.
And then he did take a little short break.
To talk to the crowd and everything.
Yeah, and then he went off stage. And then
Woody came on. Woody Gochild came on, and he performed Cotton Candy, Roll Cake.
He performed Muse.
Let's Get It, and he performed Muse. Tell
Yes.
him about Muse and how you want to be his muse.
I was saying a lot of stuff that night. Okay.
She went from Woody, I'll be your muse, to I'll be the DJ's muse. I'm like, Miss
Hey.
THOTTIE over here.
Hit me up. I am not. Hit me up. I had a moment because, like, he was in front of me. It was a lot of energy, and yes, I did yell, "I can be your muse." Then I said, "Wait a minute, DJ Summit, I can be your muse too." You just gotta shoot your shot and hope it go through.
True, yeah.
Cause I yelled DJ a few times,
Yeah.
and he looked my way a few times.
Yeah, and like the whole
So-
time, during Woody Gochild's performance, she was like way hyped. She was real hyped.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my friend, Danielle, she thought that I was super hyped for Sik K, but like, I was more hyped for Woody part. But, cause, when Sik K came back out, and when he was, when he did Ring Ring, I got cussed out. I got cussed out by Danielle. Yeah, because I was yelling crazy things. And she came, you know that song, Can I Hit You Up? And I said, yeah, you can hit me up. And next thing I got, no, he can't, Diamond.
He also performed Rendezvous.
That is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that song.
Yeah.
It is a good song.
When he performed Habibi, I was like, the crowd they turned up to that song. And then I was just over here listening and watching him perform it. And then he's like, they get to one part where he's like,
no, you got it.
No,
you got it.
He was like, you nasty, don't swallow my kids. Then he lifted up his shirt and was like, I'm like, I can't believe you said that. Now every time I hear that song, or every time I see a clip of him performing, or every time I see something of him in general, I just can't help but say, you nasty. Nasty! Nasty! You nasty!
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's a good
And the crowd just singing along. You nasty, don't swallow my kid.
I didn't
do
sing
y'all
along.
know about this?
I didn't sing along. I didn't know that part. I didn't know that part.
I was shook, but it's just hilarious to me.
And then toward the end, Woody came back out and they were doing Iffy.
Drop it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. $4. Texas, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Everybody in this fucking room. Because what? We can fuck with you. Everybody in this fucking room. Because what? We can fuck with you.
Iffy, yeah. And then, drum roll, please. PH1 came out.
Bruh,
when he came out on stage, man, the crowd went crazy. Because, no one was expecting him to be there. Because it was nearing the end of the concert.
The
so
crowd
nobody
was
expecting
already hyped. Like, the crowd
hype.
was already too hyped.
Because Iffy is a banging song.
Then they performed Iffy three times.
3 times. The first time it was just him and Woody, right? The second time when they brought Sik K out, and then when they brought PH1 out, and then.
친구들 전부 세워놓고 음악 볼륨을 키워더 천장을 뚫어버릴 정도 Everybody dance 잘해줘라 음악을 크게 줘라 Tonight we ain't gonna leave it baby Look at that so stupid Look at that so keep it you Yeah, F it, F it 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 F it, F it
This girl, she she got overwhelmed by all the excitement of seeing PH1, Sik K, and Woody on the same stage, and she.
I don't think that's it. She might have had a panic attack or cause they claimed that she passed out, but when
they carried her by, she was still moving and she was still talking. And
so I think
she was
had
being
like
responsive.
a panic attack or like a
from all of the excitement of seeing them on the stage.
whatever.
Bro, I heard her saying PH1, PH1. I heard her saying it. I'm sorry. That's what she was doing. I'm sorry. And we were like, "Are you okay? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you okay? Are you okay?" Cause like get her some water because we were worried about her.
Some milk.
Trying to make sure she was okay because it was hot in there. So I thought she passed out because of the heat, but then she went by,
she was
shaking and
saying
saying what she was
names.
saying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Then Sik K, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes we do these shows and stuff like this happens." And then he stopped talking, and the crowd was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. It's okay."
And then they went back to iffy. But we got some good footage. I have some good footage.
Yeah, I didn't. It was really, really close.
It was really tight
in there. So I didn't want to pull out my phone and record anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just watching everything. I peeped everything.
We had
I didn't
a good
have my
time,
phone in my face.
Yeah,
we did have a good time.
Cause I didn't record the whole night. Like what I would do, I would like record the bits and pieces of the song. So like the first few seconds of the song, then I put my phone down.
Mm-hmm. There was another song that I wanted him to really play, which was Fire.
Mm-hmm.
And he did perform it. However, he didn't do the whole thing. And
Yeah.
I was like, at the time I was more energetic and more frustrated when he didn't perform it. But I was, looking back, it's like, whatever. I can be rational about it now.
But after PH1 came on stage, they rocked out. They had a great time, and then the show was over.
Yeah, near the end, Sik K came out not into the crowd, but like on the edges of the barricade and reached out into the crowd to like high five people and everything. And of course, people rushed.
That's
crazy
when
real
stuff
quick.
got real.
Stuff got real. Yeah.
And
people,
then,
wherever he was, wherever he touched on a barricade, that's where people rushed to.
Yeah. Now I touched something. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was his hand or his shoulder or something, but I touched something.
Yeah, when he came by on our side, I gave him a high five.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
And then it was over.
Yeah, it was over.
And
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. It was great. Oh my gosh. It was such a great concert that it like still had me feeling it, feeling the excitement of it. Days after, after it had already happened.
Days later, it's like,
can you believe it? It took me a couple weeks, almost 3 weeks to, listen to his music again without getting emotional and wanting to cry out because I missed him and I missed the concert and I missed the whole experience.
Yeah.
But I'm fine now.
Yeah. This was my favorite concert so far.
Yeah,
so
that was our experience at the Sik K concert. Definitely check him out if you're in, his music is good in my opinion.
Check out all of them, Sik K, Woody Goldchild, and PH1.